Hey, what's up? If you are looking for some serious secrets to success, you are about to witness an insane interview that we did with Justin Prince. This guy has built multiple multi-million dollar businesses. One of his businesses does over $200 million in revenue, and he gives away some insane secrets on this interview. So you're going to want to make sure that you stay to the end. It is a two-part interview, so make sure at the end you set a reminder, you set a calendar or whatever to watch part two. If you are new to this channel, make sure you do get subscribed. We drop awesome interviews. We drop cool content on how we create passive income online, how far we've come in terms of our journey to create freedom in our lives. And we want to pull back the curtain for you. All right, I'm super pumped for this interview and episode of ILC TV. Oh my goodness, guys, this guy has been an entrepreneur for 14 years, all right? This guy has built multiple million-dollar plus businesses. He's a speaker, he's a trainer. One of the most impressive things about this dude is he is actually one of the advisors on the John Maxwell team, all right? So like this is like John Maxwell's like right hand dude, like he's texting him, all right? And this guy's a father. He's done over $200 million in revenue online. And this guy was virtually homeless not too long ago. He worked in a mall kiosk and he's a college dropout, and so he's just a regular dude that's doing extraordinary things. Justin Prince, he's on the show today. I'm pumped for this. What's up, man?
Ryan, honored to be on with you, brother. Appreciate you having me.
Dude, I appreciate you being here, man. I'm excited. I love interviewing people like you, man, because honestly, it's like, I do, it's a selfish plug. I have questions that I want to ask Justin. And so I'm going to ask, and I'm glad you're here, man. So really pumped and sharing your time. Dude, I absolutely, man, I've been following you for a couple years, man. I know I've found you through our network marketing business that we have, and I've seen you speak, and I've watched you grow. I did the background work. I watched where you've come from, man. I just, most impressive thing, dude, is like how awesome of a father you are, a husband you are, man, an amazing entrepreneur, leader to so many different people, dude. And it's a very rare thing, especially kind of for people that know, the network marketing world. I mean, then, man, balance is like unheard of in that industry a lot of times. And like, yeah, you see the flash and the lifestyle and you see where people come from, but then it's like they spend their life, on the road or in meetings and all these things. And it's like, what'd you do? You just built yourself a job and you went the complete opposite direction and created real freedom for yourself. And man, I just applaud you, dude, because I think it's just really impressive, man.
Well, you're so kind. I mean, here's the thing. There's things in life that really matter, and there's things in life that matter. And building a business, becoming free, inspiring people, helping people, like live into your full potential, that stuff all matters. But what really matters is family, your faith, the way you treat people. I tell people your legacy is like when you're gone, like your legacy, it's really two words. It's what and how. It's what did you do with the gifts and talents you were given? And we all were given different gifts and talents, but what did you do with those? And the second thing is, how did you go about doing it? Did you lift people up or did you tear them down? Like, how did you treat people in the process? And so for me, it's keeping like the main thing, which the main thing for me is family. It's who I am as a human being, and all the other stuff is stuff you do because your desire to be free, your desire to serve at a high level. But really the main thing is the main thing.
Right. I love what you said, dude, about you either lifting people up or you're dragging them down. I don't think there's any gray area in that. You know what I mean? Like you got to make that choice. And man, when you choose to lift people up, it's not all right, I'm going to lift these people up and I'm not going to lift these people up. And I can tell the way that you carry yourself. And I think that part of the reason that you're in the position that you're in today, especially in the leadership world, and the influence that you have in multiple industries is because you made that choice of like, not, I'm going to lift everybody up. If you come in my world at all, I'm going to lift you up. And that's kind of the vibe I get from the Justin Prince world.
Well, I mean, that's kind of you to say. I mean, you mentioned John Maxwell. John Maxwell, talks about really 5 things every single day. Number 1 is, do I value people? If you feel like you're a person of value who values people, that's number 1. Number 2 is you think of ways to add value to people. Because you value people and because you know that you're a person of value, that you're thinking of ways. Number 2 is you look for ways, like you proactively look for ways to add value. Number 3 is you do things every day that add value, to people. And then you encourage other people to add value to people. And so you just, I value people. I think that I feel like I have something to add to the world. And so I try and add value to people. I look for ways. I try and think of ways, do things, and encourage others to add value to people as well.
I like it, man. Now, how long have you been working with John Maxwell?
It's probably been about 2.5 years now, something like that, maybe 3 years.
He's an okay dude, right?
I mean, he's, what's interesting about John Maxwell, and you kind of referenced this a minute ago, he's better in person. He's better behind the scenes than you would even hope that he is.
Really?
Yeah, he's just a great man. John Maxwell's a really great man. Like, in addition to the speaking and the writing and all that kind of stuff, just as a human being, when you're with him off record, he's a really great human being.
Yeah, dude, my mom just joined the John Maxwell program, and that's something that I want to do in the next, probably 12 months as well. She's really enjoyed it. She actually works with a lot of his team in Atlanta because she lives in Atlanta, and I mean, dude, everybody that comes out of his camp or is even associated with someone that knows him, I mean, it's tremendous what this guy is able to do. I was just actually on a call with someone that was talking that referenced John Maxwell and like how he is never going to retire. And the dude, how old is John Maxwell now? Like what?
74, 75, something like that.
Still just. He's never going to stop doing what he does, man. And it's.
I'll tell you a great lesson for you and me is kind of like younger entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
He and I went to Costa Rica to do a country transformation. So he goes into these developing countries and teaches leadership principles, leadership values. And so we were there for 5 days or so. I mean, it was crazy, dude. We're going in we're in this like Sprinter van. There's like 8 of us. And then he's got like police escorts on the front, police escorts on the back. Like we went to the U.S. Embassy, met the U.S. ambassador, went to the National Theater, met all the local business, like the top business people at a black tie event. Went to the police academy graduation with 2,000 or 3,000 police officers. Like met the head of FIFA, met the FIFA soccer team. Just crazy. So anyway. As we did this, I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, it was early in the morning to late at night. Like I remember we'd have dinners. I'm like 11:45 at night. We're like sitting down for dinner, and John would just be holding court, asking questions, doing what he does. And I'm watching this guy, and I'm like, man, I'm dragging right now. And this dude is just cranking. And by the way, he was the speaker at every event, right? Like we're in the audience watching, right? Because we're there with him.
Right.
And he'd speak at the local university, and then go speak to the businessmen, and then go speak to the police academy, and then go speak to, go meet with the U.S. ambassador. We're watching all this happen. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, this dude has got energy. And what it comes from is really, I think, 2 things. One is passion. The word passion, I think, is misunderstood as entrepreneurs. We think passion is like when you're in love with something or whatever. The word passion means to suffer with. That's where it comes from. And to suffer with, like if you think of like in the Christian world, they talk about the passion of the Christ. It's like the suffering of Christ. And what that means was he was so passionate about his love for humanity that he suffered that experience. So the point is to suffer with is real passion. When you have passion, you're willing to go through the tough times. You're willing to grind. You're willing to make it happen. You're willing to stay up late, wake up early. Like you're so passionate about what you do. The second thing is expectations. Expectations, positive expectancy. What do you expect is your outcome? if you expect that you're going to lose, if you expect things aren't going to pan out, if you expect that things aren't going to end up the way you want them to end up, you're not going to build the passion to suffer through the challenges. On the flip side, if you expect, you're like, yo, I'm gonna crush this thing. Like, I'm gonna build the business I want to build. I'm gonna inspire people I want to inspire. Like, I'm gonna become the person I want to become. I'm gonna do the things that I'm setting out to do. If you have that kind of expectation, then you're willing to go through darn near anything to get there, because you expect to win. You expect it to work. My mentor was asked once, they said, how would you summarize your success? Like, what's the key ingredient to your success? And he said, expectations. I expected to win.
Right.
And that's part of what I would share with you is our passion and our expectations. Like that, I think that's where you gain, like tap into like the true energy, where you're really got some serious fire. You've really got some pep in your step, is your passion and your expectations for the success and the impact that you know that success is going to mean in so many people's lives.
Dude, that's heavy stuff. I met a kid. I was out one night and I met this kid, and he's 18 years old and he's driving this probably $200,000 car, right? And my initial thought was, I was like, oh, this guy, who's this kid driving his dad's car? And then I was like, whoa. That thought is like, I was like, snap out of that, right? Get out, stop it. And so we're at the gas station. He's right in front of me, and I was like, hey, dude. I was like, what kind of car is that? And he tells me. And I was like, yo, what do you do? And he goes, I sell stuff on Amazon, and I do some music on the side. And the mind-blowing thing for me in that moment was his expectation. He's an 18-year-old kid. His expectation was like, if I want to make money, I'll just sell stuff on Amazon. It was this expectation. And where you may see someone that's like in their 40, 50, 60s, they may be telling themselves that, oh, I can't do it, or I can't do that, I can't do this, or Amazon's hard, or online business is hard, or I'm just not tech savvy, where the expectation is on two different levels and we're getting two different results, right?
Yeah. So I tell people, create your future with your future, not with your past. Create your future with your future, not with your past. This young dude that you're talking about, it's almost like he didn't even really have enough of a past to create anything with. He was just like, this is what I'm gonna do, and went out and did it.
100%.
And a lot of us create our future with our past. So we're like, yo, I had the bankruptcy, I had the divorce, I had the abuse, I had the failure. Like I had all of these things I'm creating my future with my past.
Right.
And what I want to encourage you guys to be thinking about is like, project out your future and then start creating that future with your future. And one of the ways that I like to do it is write down, describe yourself in 3 aspirational words. Like if you had to describe your future best version of yourself. So the future best version. So like, this is like when you've actually are doing it, you've done it. You're the person that you want to become. You're not necessarily even who you are now. You're like actually grown into that person. What are 3 words? I was coaching a woman that I work with the other day, and she's from Chicago. Really tough girl. Worked on finance. Came from a kind of a challenging family situation growing up. Just tough. This girl's tough, dude. And she says to me, I go, I said, I want you to describe yourself in 3 aspirational words. And she sat there for a second. She goes, patient, kind, and compassionate. And what was interesting is those 3 words are not who she is now. And where she's got some work to do to grow into patient, kind, and compassionate. She's pretty tough right now. This girl's a fighter right now, And I said, okay, so patient, kind, compassionate. And then I said, what I want you to do, and this is what I'm going to encourage your audience to do, is start acting as if. You hear a lot of like, fake it till you make it. I don't believe in faking anything, dude. I believe in authenticity. I believe in just being who you are and being the best version of yourself. But what I do believe in is acting as if. So if I said to her, I said, I want you to start acting patient, kind, and compassionate. Because check this out, Ryan. If you want to lose 10 pounds, in your case, I know how jacked you are, but let's just say someone wants to lose 10 pounds.
This is true, Justin. This is true.
That's right. If someone wants to lose 10 pounds, guess what you do? You act as if you're 10 pounds less today, and you'll grow into 10 pounds less. In other words, eat food today. Eat the food that someone 10 pounds less than you eats. Exercise the way today someone 10 pounds less than you exercises. Think about food, or think about your relationship to exercise the way that they would. Bro, if you do that, if you do that, you'll just walk right into 10 pounds less. Right. If you want to save more money in your bank account, start saving today as if someone with the desired amount saves. If you want, start growing into that person. The point that I'm trying to drive home is act as if today, create your future with your future, project out, here's who I'm trying to become, and then start acting like that person today. You're not going to have a millionaire's, bank account with a thousandaires calendar. You know what I'm saying? Like, You've got to start acting as if today. Start doing the actions today. Start being that person today. Jim Rohn said, I pity the man that becomes a millionaire without becoming a millionaire. In other words, they get the dollars without the mindset. They get the dollars without the philosophy, without the work ethic. He said, because you'll always retract back down to where your personal development's at. So start being that person today so you can be that person tomorrow. And that's kind of what I would share is create your future with your future, not with your past.
All right, so that was jam-packed. All right, hope you enjoyed it. But there is another part to this interview. So make sure you click the link below in the description box. You watch part 2 of this exclusive interview. We also put together a blog post with both so you can save this interview for later or share it. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. Watch part 2 of this interview. It gets even better.